Hello and welcome to lesson number 45 of the A1 course from Perfectly Spoken. My name's David, I'm your teacher, and today we are going to do a review lesson, a revision of lessons number 41 to number 44. I think it's always a good idea to do every single lesson. It's good practice. If it's easy, good. If it's more difficult, watch again. But it's important to do the lessons and the lesson tests. So, in lesson number 41, we looked at countables and uncountables. Remember the difference? Things like water, wine, coffee, flour, rice, pasta, all uncountable. Whereas a countable noun is something like a dog, a cat, a glass, an apple. Now, we've got 5 pictures. Can you identify them? And answer the question, which of these pictures shows a countable noun? So the first one is money, butter, bread, coffee, news. Which one is countable? Hold. And another question. Can you correct these sentences? How much money's in your wallet? I keep the butters in the fridge. Can you buy breads? Coffee is grown in Brazil. I have good news. What's the problem? There's a big problem. Answers? So none of those pictures, none is countable. Bread, butter, coffee are not countable. So how much money? Money is uncountable. No S. Yeah, butter, same. Yeah. Can you buy bread? Coffee is grown in Brazil. I have good news. All uncountable. In lesson 41, we also went to the supermarket. So here, what am I describing? This is where you put your food. This word describes a line of people who are waiting at the checkout. This is what you get when you pay, when you paid. So you pay the money and the shop assistant gives you this. This is when you scan the items yourself. Yeah, so there's no shop assistant, it's you and the machine. This is the person who works in a supermarket. This is the place where the food is displayed. This is the cost of something. So, excuse me, what's the of the coffee? This is the machine that calculates the cost. And the last one, this is the space between the food areas, the corridor that you walk down. Okay, and answers? Yeah. You put your food in a basket or a trolley. A queue is a line of people waiting. You get a receipt. Pronunciation, receipt. You get a receipt when you pay. You go to a self-checkout is when you interact with the machine, not a person. A shop assistant works in a supermarket. The food is displayed on a shelf. The price is the cost of something. The till is the machine that calculates the cost. And the final one, yeah, you walk down the aisle with your trolley in the supermarket. Good. Lesson 42, we looked at the difference between how much, how many, a lot of. Let's have a look at the rules. So, yeah, we use many with countable nouns, and of course, yeah, we use much with uncountable nouns. So, how much coffee's in the pot? How many sandwiches have you eaten? How many cakes are there in the packet? How much time is left? And how much milk would you like? And then if you remember, we looked at the conversation, the difference between much, many, so many countables, much uncountables, a lot of when it's positive. So, do you like university? Yes, I do. Do you have... So it's question and time, uncountable. So do you have much free time? Not really. I have classes. Classes, countable, positive. I have a lot of classes every day, and I have to read books, countable, positive again. So same, I have to read a lot of books. Question, do you have friends? Friends, countable, so many. Also possible, a lot of. Do you have many friends? Do you have a lot of friends? But making positive, again, positive sentence. So, yes, I have made a lot of new friends. It's great. So let's just put up the answers again. Do you like university? Yes, I do. Do you have much free time? Not really. I have a lot of classes every day, and I have to read a lot of books. Do you have many friends? Yes, I've made a lot of new friends. It's great. Okay? So look at the description about Paula's home. In my house, there are some photos. There are some plants, and there are some cushions. There are some lamps and some chairs. There aren't any rugs. In my kitchen, there aren't any photos and there aren't any curtains, but there are some plates. In my bedroom, there are some shelves and some drawers. There aren't any chairs. Right, let's have a look at some rules. So, what's the grammar? Complete the rule. So we use some or any in positive statements. Of course, yeah, there are some photos, some plants, some curtains. And for negative statements and questions, any, yeah, there aren't any photos, there aren't any chairs. So, now, true or false? There are some photos in Paola's kitchen. It's false. So, there aren't any photos in the kitchen. There are some plants in Paola's lounge. True. Yes, there are some. There aren't any curtains in Paola's kitchen. Yeah, it's true. There aren't any curtains. There are some chairs in Paola's bedroom. True or false? It's false. So there aren't any chairs in Paola's bedroom. And there aren't any cushions in Paola's lounge. True or false? Answer, it's false. So there are some cushions. There are some cushions in Paola's lounge. What about your home? Can you make some sentences to describe what is or isn't in your rooms? Now, in lesson 43, we looked at some household jobs. Yeah, do you like household jobs? I don't. Anyway, what's happening in the photos, and which of these jobs do you have to do? Can you remember? Take a minute. I'll say them, but not in the right order. We've got to do the polishing, to take out the rubbish, to do the vacuuming, to make dinner, to make the bed, to hang out the washing. Let's have a look. So there we've got the verbs and to match. So cook the dinner, make the bed, hang out the washing, do the dusting, or do the hoovering, and take out the rubbish. Let's just check. Cook the dinner, make the bed, hang out the washing, do the dusting, do the hoovering, and the final one, take out the rubbish. Which ones do you do? How often do you do them? So we looked at some expressions. What do you do in the morning? Use these photos to make some sentences. Can you remember? Again, the verbs. So get out of bed, wake up, get dressed, have a shower or take a shower, make coffee, dry your hair, and put on your makeup. So here, some examples. When I wake up, I make coffee. Or when I wake up, I always make coffee. Next, I take a shower and dry my hair. I get dressed, and finally, I put on my makeup. So you practice, you write some sentences like that. Okay, and in lesson 44, in the last lesson, we also looked at irregular verbs in the past tense. Yeah, remember in lesson 27, we looked at regular verbs, walk, walked, listen, listen, watch, watched, regular verbs. And this time, these are the important irregular verbs. So now, can you write the past tense for these verbs? So I'm read in the present, you tell me in the past. Begin. Buy. Come. Do. Eat. Find. Forget. Get. Give. So there are your answers. Began, bought, came, did, ate, found, forgot, got, gave. If you didn't get those all correct, please try again and again. Next ones. Go. What's the past? Went. Yes. Have. Know. Make. Say. See. Take. Think. Win. And answers: went, had, knew, made, said, saw, took, thought, won. Again, repeat if necessary. Question: what's important to remember about these irregular past tense verbs? B, you need to use either was, I was, or were, you were, he was, it was, they were. Put stays the same. Yeah, put is the same in the present and the past. I put on my coat every day. Yesterday, I put on my hat. And read in the past becomes read. Read, read. Yeah, same word, same spelling, different pronunciation. Okay, spelling the same, but the pronunciation is different. So now let's have a look at some sentences. So we've got some sentences and some past tense. Again, practice. I'm going to say the present tense. You tell me the past tense of the verbs. Win, begin, drink, sell, take, go, eat, get, be, put, sleep, read, buy, leave. Win, won. Begin, began. Drink, drank. Sell, sold. Take, took. Go, went. Eat, ate. Get, got. Be, was or were. Put, put. Sleep, slept. Read, read. Buy, bought. Leave, left. So, 2 minutes please, and try to put the correct verbs in the sentences on the left. Pause if necessary. Okay, let's do it together. Number 1. Felipe, the race. Win, so past, won. Felipe won the race and he got a prize. Hooray! Felipe won the race and got a prize. When you have the book, please. So when you have read in the past, read, when you have read the book, please put it back on the shelf. Put no change. When you have read the book, please put it back on the shelf. It begin in the past, began, it began to rain when she leave, past, left the house. It began to rain when she left the house. And so the verb to be, I was tired and so I slept a lot. I was tired and so I slept a lot. Marco, shower. Took. Marco took a shower and went to work. Marco took a shower and went to work. Junko, eat becomes ate dinner and drink. In the past, drank wine. Junko ate dinner and drank wine. And Mario, sell. You're the opposite of buy, you sell. So Mario sold his bike and buy, in the past, bought a car. Mario sold his bike and bought a car. All correct? Let's just have a look. Yeah, Felipe won the race and got a prize. When you have read the book, please put it back on the shelf. It began to rain when she left the house. I was tired and so I slept a lot. Marco took a shower and went to work. Junko ate dinner and drank wine. And Mario sold his bike and bought a car. And that is the end of lesson 45, the end of the review. Watch again, try the test, and thank you for watching. Thank you for learning with Perfectly Spoken, and I will see you in the next lesson, lesson number 46, and we are going to talk lots about technology and vocabulary and everyday items that it is important that you know how to say in English. Thanks again and see you soon. Bye-bye.